Hotel Transylvania 2 finds Dracula, voiced again by Adam Sandler, and his friends trying to bring out the monster in his half-human, half-vampire grandson in order to keep Mavis from leaving the hotel. Welcome back to another Hotel Transylvania review. Once again directed by Genndy. While its predecessor wasn't exactly a hit with critics, Hotel Transylvania scared up enough box office success to get a franchise off the ground. This time, Sandler had a hand in co-writing the screenplay, along with Robert Smigel, who wrote the original film, and it's been suggested Sandler had much more creative control over this than the last film. Though, honestly, I'd say it's hard to tell the difference, as I'd say this mostly offers more of the same as the last film, which I also said felt very much like your usual Adam Sandler movie, just in animated form. Once again, it's Sandler and friends doing silly voices with monster puns, all set against the plot of Dracula scheming his way and sneaking around others to get what he wants, though usually with the best intentions in mind. This time though, instead of tricking the other monsters into thinking Andy Samberg's Johnny is really a monster, here he's having Johnny distract Selena Gomez's Mavis while she believes Dracula is having just a quiet weekend with her son. So in terms of a story, I wouldn't say this wins any points in terms of originality, but in terms of style and sense of humor, I'd say it all still works, since it's not the exact same jokes as the first movie. There are new sets of visual gags that go with the fast-paced animation, and they once again complement Sandler and friends' silly voices and goofy riffing. And the way characters contort or tweak in frustration, Dracula in particular, is once again a blast. And I'm again going to reiterate that animation seems to fit Sandler and his friends' sense of humor much better, with welcome returns from David Spade, Steve Buscemi, and all the other usual players. Buscemi in particular gets the best joke in the movie, where he's asked to hunt a deer and he drags his feet as if it's a demoralizing experience. Plus we get some fun additions to the cast that are all a breath of fresh air. Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally are Johnny's parents, which added some nice dry humor. Dana Carvey is a vampire camp counselor with a soft-spoken demeanor that made for some fun exchanges with Dracula in particular. And most notably, Mel Brooks has an extended cameo in the third act as Dracula's father, who basically gets to be himself, just with some vampire jokes thrown in there. Now, while you can never get enough Mel Brooks, I'd say one of the only downsides to this film as a whole is that his storyline, which feels a bit tacked on towards the end, does rehash essentially the entire plot of the first film, where Dracula has to hide from him the fact that Johnny and his family are humans. Honestly, I was on track to saying this one was just a bit better than the first movie up until here. Now, while I did just get through saying this is a more of the same movie, just with some tweaks to the settings, this one part of the movie literally felt like a condensed rehash of the entire first movie, just with some different characters, and that felt like a bit too lazy if you ask me. Again, it was nice hearing Brooks' voice, but I wish he was utilized in a slightly different manner. Ultimately, your enjoyment of this movie is going to boil down to your enjoyment of the first movie, since the two feel so similar. If you weren't a big fan of that movie, chances are this isn't going to win you over. But if you had a good enough time with that movie, then chances are you won't have much of a problem with this either. And considering I enjoyed the first one, overall I'd say Hotel Transylvania 2 is also a fun watch. It hits a lot of the same notes as the first movie, and while at times it makes this too repetitive in terms of story, it makes up for it with plenty of fun, fresh jokes, and enjoyable additions to the cast, complemented by some kinetic animation. Like the original, it's nothing groundbreaking, but you also can't go wrong with this. Hotel Transylvania 2 gets a 7 out of 10. Stay tuned for a review of Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation coming soon. And in the meantime, let me know, did you see Hotel Transylvania 2, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find this to be an improvement over the first, or do you still like the first movie more? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.